DSD, do something different. Most of us are trying to change something about our lives at any given time, right? We're trying to maybe get a promotion at work, find a way to get more clients if you're an entrepreneur. We are working on having a better relationship with our body, or maybe improving our health in some way. And so we're always striving to change something that's happening in our lives because we don't necessarily like the state of things as they are right now. And the results that we have in our life, the outcomes that we're getting, the way that our life looks every day is basically a result of our habits, right? I know you know this. So many people are talking about it. 95% of our outcomes and habits are related to the thoughts, beliefs, and programs that are coming from our subconscious mind. And our day, pretty much 95% of the day, we are on autopilot. So if we're trying to change something about our lives, then it means we've got to reprogram the autopilot system. And the autopilot system doesn't get reprogrammed when we stick to our regular habits. So we have to do something different. We will continue to be the person that we are, do the things we do, and see the results that we continue to see if we stay in the same rut. So one of the best ways that you can disrupt this, sometimes it's called habit disruption, sometimes it's called pattern disruption or pattern interruption, is actually, you can do this at home, but a lot of times it's really, really great if you can try and create new habits or build new programs when you aren't at home, when you're not stuck in your everyday grind, because we are so programmed to just, get up at a certain time, use the bathroom, brush our teeth, get dressed, have that cup of coffee, get in the car, go to work. So much of our daily life does require a certain sort of habit to make things flow, right, in our everyday lives. But when we go on vacation, when we get away, when we're out doing a workshop or a training, even if it's something for business, you have the opportunity to work on something important to you at the same time. So a lot of this has to do with neuroplasticity. You've probably heard that term. Maybe you fully understand what it is. But what this means is our brain is somewhat plastic, which is how we can adopt new habits. And it's a beautiful thing that we can adopt new habits, but we have to be conscious and intentional about it. And when we're outside of our daily routine, where those 95% of our life on autopilot gets disrupted a little bit, say we go on a business trip for a week for a training, and all of a sudden we're sleeping in a different bed, maybe we're getting up in a different time zone, which means we can no longer stick to our regular sleep patterns. We're probably not having the same coffee that we have at home. We maybe just have to walk down to the hotel lobby or conference center instead of having a big commute. The brain is in the process of learning something new. It's creating mini habits for the next week that are going to get you through the week. And yes, we can do this all the time. Now's the time, if these are sort of habits that you want to incorporate back home, to be really conscientious about those. Maybe you've been struggling to get up an hour earlier because you want to be able to meditate or stretch or get out for a walk or just read or journal, but you haven't been able to do it. Now all of a sudden you're on a business trip and it's 2 time zones away and you are having to get up 2 hours earlier than you've been needing to get up at home. Make a point and a purpose out of when you get home to try and continue with that habit, right? So these are easy things to do in our mind, easy things to say, but not so easy when we get back home and life automatically switches to autopilot because, hey, life runs pretty good on autopilot. You can get through your day, survive. You're not getting run down by bandits or falling into a hole somewhere. You're safe, you're surviving, you're getting through the day. These habits are working. That's what the subconscious mind says. But you want to see different results in your life. You want to push yourself in some way. You want to generate new outcomes. And in order to do that, you have to first generate new patterns, generate new habits. So taking the opportunity to do this when you are in a state of pattern disruption can be one of the best things that you can do. And you can really do it with a lot of intention. Think about it before you go. Okay, I recognize I'm not going to be doing anything the same way that I do it throughout my regular day. Now is a really great time to bring in a habit that I want to instill. Maybe it's getting up 20 minutes early to do a little bit of stretching. You can easily do that in your hotel room. Maybe there's a gym in the hotel room. Seize that moment when everything is disrupted to plant the seeds of new habits. And continue to cultivate those seeds once you get home so that you can optimize this idea of pattern interruption. And again, this comes back to neuroplasticity. So you want to be training the brain always in new and different ways. It helps it from getting stagnant. So even when you get home and you get back into your regular routine, there are little things that you can do to continue to tap into this power of neuroplasticity. Brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, for example, is firing and wiring new things in your brain. It's making your brain become more and more neuroplastic so that you can apply that to other parts of your life, right? Maybe it's drinking your coffee from the other hand. Maybe it's taking a different route to work on your way there, or finding one person that you have never met before to have a conversation with that week so that you're not even stuck in those same old ruts of conversations and thought patterns and things like that. Learning something new, learning a new language. Just really finding ways, even in your day-to-day life, which we're all going to go back to, where you continue to be taxing the brain a little bit so that it is learning how to quickly fire and wire new pathways, because the more you can do that in any area of your life, the more you're going to be able to do that when it comes to new habit formation. And once you've reprogrammed autopilot, you start to see different outcomes in your life. You start to be able to expect things to flow differently for you. Those improvements that you've been wanting are coming your way. Okay, so my name's Carrie Van Ice, and I am here at Get Your Vibe Right. One of the things that I do actually is I'm a body code practitioner. And something that is incredibly unique and special about the body code is it can help to identify specific programs and patterns in your subconscious mind, eliminate them, delete them, as I often say, and reinstall new programs. So there are shortcuts to doing this, but for now, what I want to challenge you to do is take advantage of opportunities when neuroplasticity is enforced in your life and you get the chance to be out of your daily routine, and then start implementing it and practicing it in your daily life. And you will start to see change.